Hey guys, Shibli182 here. I've been wanting to do my Texas Chainsaw Massacre DVD collection for a long time now, and I picked up part 2 last week, so I figured now would be the perfect time to do it. I still don't have every Chainsaw film. I'm still missing one. I don't have um, Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, but I love that film. I love everything about it. If you are gonna watch Part 3, get the unrated version. Well, the unrated and rated version come together, but watch the unrated version because it's so much better. I don't have the DVD to show you or anything, so I just wanted to tell you that right now. It is a good film. You definitely need to see it. And yeah, so let's get right into it. That's with Tobe Hooper's 1974 classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Written and directed by Tobe Hooper, like I said. Stars Marilyn Burns and Gunnar Hansen, who plays Leatherface. And it's about these 5 friends. And in the group of 5 friends are a brother and a sister, Sally and Franklin. And they're going to make sure that their grandfather's gravesite hasn't been vandalized, because there's been a bunch of reports over the radio about vandals vandalizing gravesites and doing stuff with the corpses and shit. So they go to the gravesite to make sure that their grandfather's grave hasn't been vandalized or anything. And after doing that, and finding out that their grandfather's grave has not been tampered with and it's fine and everything, they decide to go back to his old house and kind of reminisce on old memories and stuff, remember when they were children, and just kind of have a nice relaxing summer day. So they go to the house, and Franklin, who is in a wheelchair, kind of gets left behind. And actually, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit here, guys. Let me go back. They pick up a hitchhiker who freaks the friends out by cutting his hand, talking about slaughtering cows. He takes a picture of Franklin and tries to make him pay money for it. So they kick him out of the van, and he wipes his blood all over the side of the van. And they take off to their grandfather's house. So while they're there, 2 of the friends decide they want to go swimming in an old water hole that's in behind the house. So when they get back there and realize it's all dried out and stuff, and they hear a generator, they decide to follow the sound, and they come upon this old rotted out house. It's rotted wood, old bones, weird chimes and stuff. A long story short, the boyfriend decides to go in, gets his head smashed in by Leatherface in one of the most classic scenes in horror film history, where Leatherface slams the steel door shut, and his girlfriend ends up getting put on the meat hook, another classic scene in horror film history. So yeah, what more can I say about this film other than it's a classic? As you can see right there, 2 scenes from one movie making horror history, and that's not all. There's so much more in this movie. It's just a classic. There's so much you could say about this movie. I could go on forever, but I'm not, because I'll just be blabbing and I'll eventually start to bore you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the contents of the DVD now. It's got 2 discs. The Ultimate Edition, it is the Steelbook from Dark Sky Films. On the first disc you have beautiful transfers of the film in high definition, 5.1 English and 2.0 stereo surround tracks, digitally remastered original mono soundtrack, feature-length commentary with Marilyn Burns and Paul Partain, Alan Danziger, and art director Robert A. Burns. I hope I pronounced all those names right. Feature-length commentary with director Tobe Hooper, cinematographer Daniel Pearl, and actor Gunnar Hansen, theatrical trailers, TV spots, and radio spots. And that's just the first disc. So as you can see already, there's a shitload of special features, like I was saying before. I don't know if you can see disc 2 there, but it's just got like the Shocking Truth documentary, Flesh Wounds documentary, a tour of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house with Gunnar Hansen, deleted scenes and outtakes, a blooper reel, and outtakes from the Shocking Truth documentary, and a still gallery. So yeah, like I said, not a bad thing I can say about this movie. It's an absolute classic. So many historical scenes in this film that just paved the way for horror films in the future. If you don't have this movie, I definitely have to recommend you pick it up. If you're just going to rent it, don't go buy it, because it's not even worth renting. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy this 2-disc Ultimate Edition from Dark Sky Films, because it is the absolute best way to see this film. Inside you got 2 discs, and like one of those historical scenes I was talking about where she gets put on the meat hook. Like I said, I absolutely love this. I love how they put that picture in there. You also get a catalog, but I must have not brought it in with me. I thought it was in there, but it's a Dark Sky Films catalog for 2006. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Stars Dennis Hooper, or Hopper, I don't know which one is correct. Written by Tobe Hooper, directed by Tobe Hooper. Um, also stars Bill Moseley from House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. Um, I don't want to go too into detail with this movie because probably not as many of you have seen this one than others. It's not as well known as the original. And it's not as well loved as the original. A lot of people don't really like this one, and personally, it's one of my favorites. After I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I picked this up last week, and after watching it again, I truly enjoy this film. I love it. It's an excellent film. I think it's an excellent sequel to the original. Sure, yeah, there were some elements to it that were a bit odd and different, but who cares? It's Leatherface. He's odd. He's different. So yeah, anyway, Dennis Hopper did a perfect job in this. I can't remember who plays the cook, but he did another good job in this. The story for this is a couple kids get killed at the beginning of the movie, and they're talking to a radio DJ on the phone, and she records it on a cassette and takes the cassette to Dennis Hooper, or Hopper. I'm going to just say Hooper. Who is a cop investigating an old relative of his murder, who he believes was murdered by the Chainsaw family. And so she gives him this tape, and he tells her to just play it on the air. You'll get more attention with it that way. So she plays the tape on the air, and her radio buddy end up getting attacked by Leatherface and Chop Top, who is played by Bill Moseley. Like I said, I love Bill Moseley. The Chop Top character in this is just absolutely amazing. I think Bill Moseley did a kick-ass job in this film. He is so hilarious and scary at the same time. But yeah, overall, like I said, this is a good movie. I don't know why some people crap on this movie. I don't know why some people think it's such a bad film, because it's not. It is not half as bad as some of the other Chainsaw movies. Well, I guess The Next Generation is the one that I don't like, if there is one I don't like. But anyway, I'm going to stop babbling here and just say, watch this movie, give it a shot. It's good. It's excellent, and I think it's the perfect sequel to the original. You got to remember, there was 12, 14 years in between the first film and the second film. And you also got to remember that the film that Tobe Hooper presented to the film board or whatever isn't the film that we have here today. Pardon me. It got butchered to shit, according to Tobe Hooper. But still, if it's this good after being butchered by the film company, I can only imagine what Tobe Hooper's original vision was for this film. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop blabbling, like I said, and pick this film up. I got it for $4.99 at Best Buy. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice here or something. There's the back. Absolute kick-ass sequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't think you'll be able to see those special features. But yeah, you definitely have to get this film. If you are a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, if you like the original, or even if you're just a new generation and you've only seen the remakes, pick these up and check them out, because they are amazing films. And that's all I have to say. So yeah, my next video hopefully I'll have up tomorrow or the next day, and that will be my next installment of my Texas Chainsaw films. Like I said, I don't have Leatherface Part 3, so my next installment will probably be The Next Generation and the remakes. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you later.